Students, today I am going to discuss asexual reproduction in plants. Asexual reproduction in plants. The reproduction method which helps to perpetuate, that means spread, increase its own species without the involvement of gametes. Very important term is without the involvement of gametes is referred to as asexual reproduction. Vegetative reproduction is coming under two things. One is natural methods and another one is artificial methods. Under two methods, natural methods and artificial methods, first we are going to see the natural method. This natural method is divided into three headings. One is vegetative reproduction in root. Reproduction in roots. Then vegetative reproduction in stem. Then vegetative reproduction in leaf. So, root, stem and leaf. Each heading we are going to see clearly now. The first heading is vegetative reproduction in roots. Now we are going to see. Vegetative reproduction in root. Here roots of some plants develop vegetative or adventitious buds on them. Example for this is Muraya. In Tamil it is called as Vengarai. The next example is Dalbergia. In Tamil it is given as Sise Maram. Another example is Millingtonia, tree jasmine. Muraya, Dalbergia, Millingtonia are example for vegetative reproduction in root. The root possessing these buds detached and during suitable condition it will grow into a new plant. The second topic is vegetative reproduction in stem. Vegetative reproduction in stem. Underground stem and subaerial stem modification happens here. Axillary buds from the nodes of rhizome and eyes of tuber give rise to new plant. Many examples are given for this vegetative reproduction in stem. First we are going to see rhizome. Best example for this rhizome is Musa paradisiaca. Banana plant, Musa paradisiaca. Next one is Gingiber officinale. This is ginger plant. Curcuma longa. This is turmeric. In all these plants, the stem is modified into rhizome. If you see the Musa paradisiaca banana plant, you can see the true stem under the ground. This is called rhizome. This is called rhizome. Like that, in ginger also, the stem modification is the ginger. The same way, turmeric also is the example for stem modification only. Other stem modification is calm. For this, example is Amorphophallus. Common name is elephant yam. Amorphophallus. Example is Amorphophallus. Common name is elephant yam. Another example, Colocasia. In Tamil, we call it as Sepangilangu. Other stem modification is bulb. The familiar example is Allium cepa. Allium cepa, that is onion. And Lilium coming under the lily family. Then in onion, the best example onion, if it is buried under, then it will develop into a new plant. So this onion is, this bulb is the stem modification only. Next what we are going to see is the runner. This is also one type of stem modification only. Example for this is Centella asiatica. In Tamil it is called as Madandi. Centella asiatica, for example for runner. The next example is for stem modification is stolon. They are stolon used for propagation. Example is mentha. Common name is mint. In Tamil it is called as pudina. And fragaria, 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 it is commonly called as strawberry. Another type of stem is the offset. Through the stem, a small plant, new plant will be developed here. Best example for this is the pistia. Pistia, in Tamil it is called as kulithamarai. And another example is Eichhornia. It is very familiar one. In Tamil it is called as Ahaya Thamarai. Next vegetative reproduction by stem is a sucker, chrysanthemum. It is commonly called in Tamil Savandi. Another one modification is bulbils. Example is Dioscorea. Example is Dioscorea. In Tamil it is called Sevvallikodi. In English it is called, commonly called purple yam. Another example is agave. It is commonly called century plant. All these are the vegetative reproduction by stem. First one I told you rhizome. The second one is corm, and the next one is bulb. Another one is runner. Another one is stolon. Another type of stem modification is offset. Next one is sucker. And another one is bulbils. Now we are going to see the vegetative reproduction in leaf. Already we have seen the stem. Now we are going to see the leaf. In some plants, adventitious buds are developed on their leaves. After detachment from their parental plant, they develop into new plant. Best example for this vegetative reproduction in leaf is, you are very familiar with bryophyllum. Second one is Scilla. Another example is Begonia. Bryophyllum, Scilla and Begonia. In Bryophyllum, the leaf is succulent and notched on its margin. Notched on its margin. Adventitious buds develops at these notches. In these notches, adventitious buds develops, and these buds are called epiphyllous buds. These buds are called epiphyllous buds. When the leaves are detached from the parent plant, and these epiphyllous buds develop into a new plant. They develop their roots and the new leaves and develop into a new plant. Another example, as I told you already, is Scilla. In this, it is a bulbous plant and grows in a sandy soil. Their foliage, leaves are long and narrow, and epiphyllous buds develop at their tips here. Here, from these, when the leaves are touching on the soil here, from this new plants will grow. In Scilla, bulbous plant and grows in a sandy soil. Foliage leaves are long and narrow. It is not broad, it is narrow only. Narrow, and epiphyllous buds develops at their tip, which is attached to the soil here, and from this new plants will grow. Students, so far we have seen the vegetative reproduction. In that, natural reproduction we have seen, natural methods, and in the next video we are going to see the artificial method. I hope this video will be beneficial for you for your preparation. Thank you, students.